I've showed this chart before, and I'm just updating it now. Look at this. October of 2008 to April 2011 is 30 months, low to high. And then you go from that high into low 90 months later. And you also have 120 months low to low. So I think October of 2018 was a very important low. Now, you did have a head fake in here, but I think it really marks the end of a secular bear market for silver. And, any bull market that's going to last many years is going to have some wiggles up and down. But ideally, we should be starting a bull market in silver here. Let me just show you what happens if we update this a little bit. Let's take this circle out. Let's take it out here and a little bit further. Let's see if we can get out here to, okay, look at that. Isn't that interesting? From this high is connected, basically it's offering resistance here. And, you know, I'm going to take it one more month earlier. From the high here to the circle here is April of 2022. And if we move our cursor 132 months, what is 132 months? Well, 120 months is 10 years. 132 months would be 11 years. So what's interesting here is that from the high of April 2011 to April 2022, I think is going to be quite important because this arc is offering resistance, pretty solid resistance. And the Gann cycle, 132 years, any anniversary of a high or a low is going to be important. So October 2008 is important, which means October of 2021 and 2022 is also important. Going forward, we look at those anniversaries because they're hugely important. And, a 90-month cycle, 30-month cycle, these are all big cycles for Gann. 120 months, obviously that's important. But I like the fact that this arc is offering resistance. It's more or less stopping the rally here, but the assumption is that when you break the arc, you start another big move up. So this is kind of interesting because we know all of this sideways action is building for an explosive move up. Do you have to wait until April of 2022 to buy? I don't necessarily think so. And if you want to see a more detailed analysis of silver, what I would suggest is you go to the website www.gannanalysis.net, and in the upper right hand corner you will see a shop button. So if you want to find out what exactly is going on with silver, gold, platinum, and a whole range of commodities, then now's a good time to try out the service. You can try it for 1 month, very low price, or 3 months for a better deal. But either way, you can try it out and see as many reports on stocks, bonds, forex, commodities, and crypto. So when you subscribe, just make sure you let me know what markets you're interested in, and I'll try to cover them while you're on trial. The trial is you do pay money, but the idea is you're going to get value for money. And I want you to stay with me beyond the end of your trial period. So obviously, I'm going to try and make you happy. So if you do subscribe, let me know what you're really interested in. I don't care what market you're looking at. I'll try to cover it for you if I have the data. And so here's an example of something that's topical right now. We've got CPI coming in for the month of November at 6.8%, and people are now concerned about inflation. Even the Fed, Jay Powell, says that inflation is not transitory. That wasn't his story until recently, but I think he kind of knew what the figure would be for November when he suddenly changed his mind and said, yeah, inflation's not transitory. So that's a threshold change in the way we view inflation. the interesting thing is going to be going forward. How does the Fed deal with the fact that COVID is now, rearing its ugly head here in winter? Which does he place more value on? The economy, keep it going, or combating inflation? It's a trade-off. You got to figure out what you're going to do. And I don't think it's an easy decision, but the reality is inflation is really beginning to bite. At the same time, the economy is a little fragile because COVID is not going away. So this is an interesting problem for the Fed. But in terms of the Gann charts, it's much more clear, and I do recommend you try it out for a month or 3 months. See how you like it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. This is a big deal. We are at a threshold moment for the markets. Doesn't matter which market you're looking at, there going to be wild volatility going forward. You're not going to regret trying out the service for a few months, seeing how you like it. At the end of your trial period, if you don't like it and you don't want to continue, no harm done. You're not risking. I don't keep your credit card on file. If you don't renew, that's the end of your obligation. Whether you subscribe for 1 month or 3 months, it doesn't matter. You just, when your trial is over, you don't want to continue, you just let me know. That's fine. There's no further obligation. But I do think that now is a great time to subscribe, because the volatility in 2022 is going to be enormous. It's going to be exciting. No matter what market you're looking at, you're going to have some trading opportunities. So silver is just one market, but there's a lot of other markets to talk about. Good luck in your trading. Hope this has been helpful. Shoot me an email if you have questions. jamessmith@gannanalysis.net. We'll see what's going to happen. 2022 is just around the corner.